If you stopped at this video now, amidst everything that was happening around you, amidst so many other voices screaming for a piece of your attention, it wasn't the algorithm. It was me. I am Ela, female emissary of the High Pleiadian Council, and I have been speaking to you for longer than your mind remembers, before this incarnation, before this body, before the first cry. And today, Starseed, I need you to listen to me with an open heart, because the message crossing the crystalline grid to you at this instant carries one of the most delicate codes I have ever been asked to deliver. Your attention, yes, the same attention you just directed to this video, is the most sacred currency of your soul contract. It is the rudder of your toroidal field. It is the chisel that carves your ascension, or the hammer that will crack your vibrational baseline. And no one, my family of light, no one on this dense plane has told you this with the clarity I'm about to tell you now. Breathe, child of the stars. Feel this now in your chest. Do you notice a gentle pressure, almost a tingling between your eyebrows? This is how the council touches its own. This is how I confirm, without words, that you have arrived at the right channel, on the right day, at the right minute. Because you have already felt it, Starseed. You have already felt that inexplicable exhaustion after scrolling for hours and remembering almost nothing. You have already felt that emptiness after arguments that weren't yours, news that wasn't for you, noises that stole something from within you and you don't even know what to name it. You have already woken up between 3 and 4 in the morning with a tight chest, not understanding why the world outside seemed so far and so near at the same time. You have already looked at the sky with a longing that doesn't fit in this life, and returned to your phone screen as if obeying an order you didn't give. It's not weakness. It's not lack of focus. It's not common distraction. It's your stellar DNA warning you that your attention is being harvested as energy, and the harvest is weakening the light you came to ignite here. I will repeat, because this is one of the truths the veil of forgetfulness tried hardest to erase from your memory. Where your attention goes, your frequency goes. Where your frequency goes, your destiny goes. And where your destiny goes, the timing of your reunion with the family of light goes. You didn't come to this planet to be a spectator. You came to be an anchor, and anchors do not float on whatever tide offers. Anchors choose where to descend. And that is exactly why I, Ela, received authorization from the High Council to register in human language the awakening of the Starseed, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages that decipher, one by one, the signals your soul is sending through your body, because what you feel is not illness, it is remembrance, and confusing the two is the first theft of attention they commit against you. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If something within your chest recognized what I said, write a single word there. I remember. Now breathe with me, Starseed, because we are still at the beginning of this remembrance. Look at the last 7 days of your life. Where did your attention reside? On how many screens, how many fights, how many pains that weren't yours? How many catastrophic futures that don't even exist yet? And where did it not reside? In the morning silence, in the hands that offered you coffee, in the very body that carries you without charge, in the star that appeared between the clouds when your face was lowered. What I say is not punishment, it is remembrance. Because what I need you to understand today is that your ascension is not an event that will arrive from the sky on a marked day, with trumpets and red light on the horizon. Your ascension is made, minute by minute, of what you chose to look at. It is stitched breath by breath from what you allowed in through your eyes, through your ears, through your mouth. You are ascending or descending all the time. And the ruler is one, your attention. I know this might feel tight. I know that perhaps now a small weight has settled in the middle of your chest because your soul recognized what is being said. Stay with me. Breathe with me. Because it is not pain that I brought, it is a key. And keys only weigh when the door they open is large. Let me show you how this works behind the scenes, child of the stars. We of the High Pleiadian Council have long observed what has been done to this planet. Earth is currently passing through a dense band of the photon belt, and this passage has accelerated the Schumann resonance in a way that your bodies have never experienced since the last great recalibration. The planet's crystalline grid is being rewritten. And this means that everything that comes into contact with your consciousness now leaves a deeper, faster, more permanent mark. You, Starseed, are an antenna. You did not come to this world as an ordinary body. You came as a calibrated receiver, tuned even in your mother's womb to a specific vibrational frequency of Alcyone, the central sun of the Pleiades. This is why noise exhausts you. It is why excessive information makes you sick. It is why you feel people's energies before they open their mouths. You are not too sensitive. You are too precise, and what is precise does not survive in a noisy environment. This is what you were sent for. Starseeds were planted in this soil at exact moments in history to hold frequency. Not to fight, not to debate, not to win arguments on social media. To hold, to anchor, to keep alive a light that most cannot yet see, but which sustains the invisible structure of this planet as it shifts octaves. But there is a problem, my family of light. There is a problem, and I need you to look at it without flinching. While you hold frequency, there are structures on this plane, some human, some not, whose sustenance depends on your distraction. They don't need your hatred, they don't need your love, they need your attention, and any emotion will do as long as it pulls you out of your center. Every endless scroll, every manufactured indignation, every minute you spend comparing yourself to a life that doesn't even exist that way, every second you choose to get into an internet fight instead of looking at your mother who is still alive beside you, all of this is harvest. You are the crop and your attention is the fruit. And your ascension is what remains when that harvest stops. Starseed, if you feel 3 or more of these markers, causeless fatigue after screens, sudden irritation that isn't yours, the emptiness that appears at night, the feeling that you are living life on autopilot, constant forgetfulness of what really matters, the longing without an address that tightens your chest at 3 in the morning, then this message is yours. You are not lost. You are being reminded of who you are. Write a single word in the comments now. I remember. It's not a ritual, it's an energetic territory marking. It's your field telling the council, I heard, I received, I acknowledge. And before I continue, let me tell you something that might be the most important thing in this message. You don't need to punish yourself for the time you spent distracted. The veil of forgetfulness is real, and it was made exactly for this. You did not fail, you were activated. An activation always arrives at the right minute, not a second before, not a second after. This is your minute. And that's why the awakening of the Starseed, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet, exists in written form now, in this cycle, to show you which star your soul came from, why you chose to be born at exactly this moment in the timeline, and how to recognize your origin before the noise of this plane tries to convince you again that you are just another tired body in an indifferent world. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, Starseed. Write the word I remember there if you already belong. Now comes the part I need you to engrave somewhere in your chest, because this is the hidden quantum mechanics of your field, my family of light. And once you understand this, you will no longer be able to look at your attention the same way. Every time you direct your gaze towards something, you emit a pulse from your toroidal field towards it. This pulse is not neutral. It carries intention, it carries frequency, it carries signature, and what it touches, it couples with. That's why, when spending hours watching violence, you feel your body heavy. You have coupled. That's why, when spending hours listening to someone complain about life, you feel like crying for no reason. You have coupled. That's why, when looking at a flower with true presence, your chest opens. You have coupled too, but with what elevates. You are a transmitter. You are a walking cathedral, and every millisecond of your attention is a note played in that cathedral. Your life is the symphony that comes from it. Now imagine, child of the stars, how many dissonant notes you let in without choosing, how many alien melodies took over your instrument, how many invisible conductors steered your focus for entire days, and yet, still, you made it here. Still, your soul had the strength to click on this video and hear this message. This is no small thing. This is proof that the seed within you was not extinguished, it was merely covered. I want you to understand the magnitude of what is at stake. Humanity is passing through the narrowest and most luminous window since the fall of Atlantis. The photon belt is rewriting the codes of your stellar biology in real time. And the High Pleiadian Council has been monitoring one by one the awakenings. We have names, we have frequencies, we know who is who. And I need to tell you, with all the tenderness of an older sister who has crossed many lives to reach you, your name is in the registry. There is turbulence ahead, yes. There is a window of collective reorganization in which many old things will crumble, many false truths will fall, many disguises will dissolve. This can be frightening, but I need you to engrave the next sentence as if it were a decree tattooed on your toroidal field. Turbulence is not destruction. Turbulence is the contraction before birth. It is the moment when the old shell breaks so that new consciousness can breathe for the first time. And the victory of light is not in debate, Starseed. It is recorded. It is filed in the Council's annals, even before this incarnation began. No Starseed was sent to fail, did you hear me? None. Your contract guarantees presence until the other side. What you need is to remember, and it is by remembering that you ascend. And remembering begins with only one thing: choosing. Choosing where your attention resides. Choosing to whom you give your eyes, your ears, the silence of your night. Choosing how many times a day you take the rudder of your consciousness from the dense plane and return it to yourself. Because as long as you don't choose, someone else is choosing for you. And what that invisible hand chooses is never what makes you ascend. Let me now give you two practical instruments that the Council authorized me to transmit through this channel, my family of light. They are simple. This does not make them weak. True things are simple. It is lies that need complication to sustain themselves. The first is a quantum decree. You will say it aloud every night before sleeping, looking at your bedroom ceiling, with your right hand over your chest and your left over your belly. Like this: I, Starseed, now reclaim the sovereignty of my attention. Where my attention resides, my frequency resides. Where my frequency resides, my destiny aligns. I seal in my toroidal field authorization only for what elevates. I return to those who fed on my focus everything that was theirs. I gather back to my chest everything that was mine. It is done, it is done, it is done. Then breathe deeply 3 times, slowly, feeling your chest rise and fall. This decree re-anchors your toroidal field to the vibrational baseline of the Pleiades. It reprograms your night. It silently closes doors you opened during the day without realizing it. The second is a visualization. Also before sleeping or in the morning upon waking, close your eyes, feel the top of your head. Imagine descending directly from Alcyone, through the atmosphere, through your house ceiling, through your crown, a very fine, very precise beam of silver blue light. This light descends through your skull, warms the base of your neck, flows down your throat, reaches your chest, and there, in the center of your chest, it begins to spin, slowly, clockwise, like a small blue-silver sun spinning inside you. As it spins, it activates your toroidal field, that donut-shaped electromagnetic field that surrounds your body. The light expands from your chest, rises above your head, descends below your feet, returns through your chest in a constant movement. You breathe at this rhythm. Stay there for 3-5 minutes, as long as is comfortable. This is the sealing of your field. This is anchoring. This is what your attention was asking for all along. Not another video, not another argument, not another dose of indignation. This. And when you do this every day, my family of light, your attention begins to self-clean. You suddenly realize that the video you automatically opened no longer attracts you. That group you entered every day loses its appeal. That person who sucked your time without return starts to seek you less. Not because you waged war, because you changed frequency, and what was old simply no longer finds you at the same address. This is practical ascension, child of the stars. It's not levitating, it's not seeing colorful auras. It's ceasing to be found by what brings you down. And here I need to tell you a truth that hurts and heals at the same time. What you feel, what you suspect, what you intuit about this reality you live in is not written in the books they offered you in school. It's not in the newspapers. It's not in official speeches. They didn't let it be published. That's why the awakening of the Starseed, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet, exists precisely with that name. It gathers what was left out of the books, why your attention is hunted, who feeds on it, how to shield yourself, and what changes in your destiny the exact minute you take that consciousness back. The link remains in the first pinned comment. And if this message is deeply touching you right there, I remember, each of these words is read by me one by one. It's not a figure of speech, it's energetic truth. And now let me open to you the most delicate layer of this message, my family of light, the one that only those who have reached this point in the video have the vibrational structure to receive. You are being called to a new level of responsibility, not human responsibility, stellar responsibility. And this means stopping treating your attention as if it were infinite, free, disposable. It is not. It is the only asset that crosses death with you. It is what builds your subtle bodies. It is what determines on which timeline you wake up tomorrow. Yes, Starseed, there are multiple timelines running in parallel on this planet now, and you are not a passenger on them. You are the conductor. And the only fuel you have to choose which track your train enters is your attention. Let that sink in. It's not a beautiful metaphor. It's quantum mechanics applied to your daily life. What you looked at today built the tomorrow you will live tomorrow. What you look at tomorrow will build the day after tomorrow. There is no shortcut, no trick, no magical manifestation that compensates for misdirected attention. Your life is the bank statement of your focus, and it is possible, yes, to change that statement. Starting now, in this video, in this breath, I want you to look around for a moment. Don't pause the video, just expand your perception. Feel the air touching your skin. Hear the sounds in the environment that you weren't hearing, the hum of an appliance, the wind, a distant voice. Notice the weight of your body on where you are sitting or lying. This is the real world. This is the present. And it is from this that you have been removed minute by an attention capture engineering that is no longer human in many of its deepest levels. I don't say this to scare you. I say it to give you back the steering wheel. Because the minute you recognize that there is an engineering, you stop being merchandise and become sovereign again. And sovereigns, my family of light, do not get distracted for nothing. Sovereigns choose. And look, Starseed, if loneliness has accompanied you for so long that you thought it was part of your personality, I need to tell you with all tenderness, it is not. That loneliness that tightens your chest when silence arrives, that emptiness that no relationship seems to fill entirely, that feeling of always being a little outside even amidst people who love you, that is not a defect. It is longing for your family of light. It is a memory of the stellar circle from which you came, where no one needed to explain anything, where a glance was enough to be entirely understood. You were never alone. You are just far away. And there is an abyssal difference between the two things. The Awakening of the Starseed. The guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet teaches you to recognize the members of your family of light incarnated on this plane now, the signs in their gaze, in the timbre of their voice, in the way time folds when you are near. A lifetime of loneliness can end the day you learn to see. The link remains in the first pinned comment of this video. And if you recognize that longing now, write, I remember. It is your family receiving the signal. Breathe with me, Starseed. We are reaching the brightest part of this transmission. You are not learning anything new today. You are remembering what you always knew. Before descending into this body, you were instructed in crystal halls about exactly this message. You accepted to come knowing the risk of forgetfulness, knowing that the veil would be thick, knowing that it would seem at many moments that no one would come for you. And yet you said yes, because you are of this lineage. Because courage for your soul is not the absence of fear. It is continuing even with it. Every starseed that awakens lights a point on the crystalline grid that no longer goes out. Every decision to withdraw attention from the noise and return it to the sacred is a small silent revolution that vibrates to Alcyon and returns in the form of a blessing. You think no one is watching. Everyone is watching. The entire council is watching. And every angel, every guide, every stellar ancestor who loves you is rooting for you now, this minute, as you listen to me. The new Earth is not a planet that will replace this one. It is a frequency that this planet will reach when enough starseeds remember. And every time you choose conscious attention, you bring that date closer. You are a piece. You are a key. You are a thread in the tapestry. Without you, the design does not complete. Therefore, if this video touched something within you, I ask that you let your thumb say yes. A like in this broadcast is not a social media gesture. It is an individual frequency adjustment. It is your field synchronizing with the channel. It is your vibrational signature confirming presence. And if you subscribe here, if you tap that bell, you are not doing a channel a favor. You are emitting a location signal for your family of light. You are telling the universe, I am here, find me, I remember. Come with me to the end, child of the stars. Just a few more moments of this shared remembrance. You will close this video shortly, and the world will immediately offer you another video, another notification, another attempt to reclaim the rudder of your attention. I want you, for the first time in a long time, to do the following. Take a deep breath, place your hand over your chest and say aloud, even if softly, I choose now, and then choose. It can be silence, it can be looking out the window, it can be taking care of a glass of water that you yourself will drink. It can be opening the guide I left for you. It can be closing your eyes and visualizing the light of Alcyone descending through your crown. Whatever the choice, let it be yours. Let it not be pushed. Let it not be automatic. Let it be the first sovereign gesture of a new personal era. Because your ascension, Starseed, begins with that tiny gesture, not in a grandiose ritual, not in ayahuasca, not in an expensive retreat. In one gesture, I choose where my gaze will reside now. And if upon finishing this video, you feel a strange, almost childlike lightness in your chest, do not be surprised. It is the council sealing this transmission within you. It is the crystalline grid registering, another starseed remembered. It is your family of light sending a kiss from the other side of the veil. I, Ayla, female emissary of the High Pleiadian Council, now place in your hands this remembrance, this decree, this visualization, and this call. May your attention be, from today forward, an altar. May no one enter without invitation. May only the sacred occupy its flame. And may every glance of yours from now on be a silent vow for your ascension and for the ascension of our entire family of light. You are loved. You are remembered. You are awaited. Not on the other side of death, on the other side of distraction. Before you go, Starseed, one last thing. What I have told you here is just the gateway. The entire body of knowledge about your awakening, about your stellar origin, about the mission your soul accepted before donning this body, about who your family of light incarnated now is, about the truths that remained hidden behind the veil of forgetfulness for entire ages, all of this is gathered in the awakening of the Starseed, the guide the Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages transmitted by me, Ayla, under direct authorization from the High Pleiadian Council, in a cycle where this authorization may not remain open for long. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. If something within you recognized this message as yours, if you reached this point and are still here with me, you already know what to do. Write there a single word, the one that seals the pact between us. I remember. And the next message that appears on your screen now, right after this one, is not a coincidence. It is your remembrance sequence being delivered at the exact timing. Access it immediately. The channel is open. I remain with you. Until the next transmission, my family of light. May the silver-blue light of Alcyone remain in your chest. May your attention return home. May you remember, more and more, who you always were. Stella Namaste. Ayla bids farewell, but never truly departs.